Welcome to the video-based training series on the church management system. For this video, I'm going to show you how you can update your membership information on the church management system. So here we go. So here we are. I'm using my mobile phone for the demo. I know most of you will be accessing the church management system using your mobile phone. Of course, you can use your laptop, you can use your tablet, but for this video training, I'll use the mobile phone because I know most of you will be using the mobile phone to access the system. So here we have the page, okay, for one James Amma. Okay, this is a phony church member that I have created for the purpose of the video trainings. So he's not a real church member. Okay, so what you see here on the screen is the portal or homepage of a church member called James Amma. Now, I have skipped the login step. You need to go to the browser, in the web address, go to the login page, login, and all that before you come here. Now, that is in another video training session. So I have skipped that. For those of you who do not know how I got here, just look for that video and it will teach you how to get access to your portal. So for now, we are at the dashboard or the homepage or the portal, as we call it, of a church member called James Amma. So once you log on, it will bring you to this dashboard or homepage. So here, this is the dashboard of James Amma, and it welcomes you. Welcome, James Amma. And what do you get to see here initially? You see some basic information about the church member. So for this James Amma, total contribution to date for the year 2026 is 2,400. Member status, the member status active, member since when, okay, since when that information has not been provided. That's why you see NA, not applicable. Recent contributions, okay, we will come to how you get to see your financial contribution, okay, and even generating your statements, okay. But for now, we just want to see how we can update our membership information on the system. Okay, so still scrolling down, then we get to see a summary of your personal information down there. Now, look closely down there, okay? You can see, and I'm enlarging it, you can see view and edit profile, okay? View and edit profile, okay? So if I click this, but on the phone, if I touch it, a soft touch, it will open up, okay, and get me into the details of James Amma and where we will do the updates. Okay. Now, this is one way of getting into the details of a church member. View and edit profile. And where is it? It is right on the homepage or dashboard. Okay. All right. That's, where you are landed when you sign on. Okay, so but I'm going to show you another way. Another way is to go to the menu. If you can see my mouse at the extreme left upper corner is the menu. Okay, so if I soft touch on it, you get to see what do you call it? The menu that shows the features that the church member can access. So here you can see profile, okay, profile there. So you can touch that, click that, and it will take you to the details of James Amma. Okay, so we've seen two ways of gaining access to the details of the church member. Okay, on the dashboard or homepage, view edit profile, or through the menu as we see here. Okay, so let's use that. Okay, so I'm going to click profile or soft touch, and you see I have come to the detail page of James Amma. Okay, so now let's look at the kind of information that as a church member, we need to keep on you for the purpose of ministry and all that. So if you look at these, we have personal information. Okay, we have church. Okay, let's say pages. So personal information page. We have church as far as your relationship with the church, some church record about you, then education. Okay, that is also there. Let me scroll to the right. We have contacts, we have gift, interests, and family. So those are, should I say, the directories of information for capturing details of a church member. Okay, so we can also update the photo, include a photo. I'll come to that. Now let's start with the personal information. Okay, by default. Okay, let me click that. Okay, I've done that. So now you gain access to the personal information. What is it about the personal information that we get to see or keep about a member? So here we have the title. Okay, and let me introduce you to what we call the drop-down list. So beside the Mr., as you can see, okay, if I touch on that arrow, okay, it brings a list. Have you seen that? Mr., Mrs., Miss, Doctor, and all that. Okay, so that is how you can access a list and select a value which is applicable. Okay. All right, now let's move on. So for under your personal information, you have the first name here, James. Middle name, we don't have any middle name here. We have the last name, the sex, the membership status, active. We have the birth information. Once you input your date of birth, now look, if your date of birth has been captured wrongly, you can update it. So here we see that James is 33 years old. Your place of birth, region, town, your hometown, okay, region and town, they are all in there. We want to keep such information to have an idea of the demographics of our church members. In fact, if we are to do some good analysis, demographic analysis, these are the kinds of things that we can use, okay? Then your marital information, whether you are single or married, okay? Now, if I click that arrow beside married, you can see it's married, divorced, widowed, okay? So those are the lists. Then a year married. Then the last bit of it is emergency contact, okay? The contact person associated with James. And so we have that Mrs. Mary Amma and so forth. The relationship is a spouse. Okay, so that is the kind of information we keep on members concerning personal information. Okay. Now let's do an exercise. Let's say you've come here, James, you want to update. Oh, you see that open. Okay, you are no more. Let's look at the title. You are no more a mister, you are a doctor. So okay, fine. You go there, click the arrow, and click the arrow, then select doctor. Okay, you've seen that. Okay, that's an update. But wait a minute, we need to save it. Now, is there anything else we can? Okay, all right, the middle name, James is Ni. Okay, so let's capture Ni. Okay, James Ni Ama. Okay, so that is that. Okay, once you enter, you can click anywhere and come out of it. Okay. So that is that. Okay, so that will be okay for demonstration purpose. We've done updates on the personal information. Now, you need to save it before you move away. So what am I doing? I'm scrolling down, down, down. I'm scrolling down, down, down. Yeah. So when you come down, you see save changes. Have you seen that? Save changes. save changes. Okay. So when I do a soft touch on the save, you see it's saving. Profile has been updated successfully. Okay, so congratulations for updating the information on the church management system. Okay, so that is the personal information, right? Um, let's do something for the church page. Okay, the church page of the member. You see the church? Okay, so when you do a soft touch, okay, the church. Okay, so this is the church record. Okay, so what do we have on the member and the church record? The church is there, Calvary Baptist Church, Adenta. Okay. We have the mission family, Adenta. Yeah, join. Okay. Have you seen that? It's blank. It's blank. Can you help us by giving us that information? When did you join the church? Okay, so for James, for this demo, let's put something there. 2009. Okay, have you seen that? Okay, so I have entered that. Now, if you I've just entered, what do you do? Just soft touch at anywhere, then you move on. Okay. Former church. Okay, it would be good to know which church you came from. Okay, for exercise Methodist Methodist Church. Okay, Methodist Church, Akusumbo, Akusumbo. So you join Calvary Baptist Church Adenta from Methodist Church. Okay. Reasons for leaving. Well, that you can provide that. The more details we have about you, the better for all of us. Can you imagine if we have all this rich set of information about members? That would be great for planning, ministry and all that. Now, the groups still under church record, responsible sheepfold. Which sheepfold do you belong to? Okay, I did this earlier. I think let me change that just for you to see. Now, if I click the menu, you see all the sheepfolds there, right? I'm going to select Ezra. Okay, Ezra sheepfold, Ezra sheepfold, Ezra sheepfold. Here we go. Okay. Now, notice something. When I selected Ezra, automatically it populated area of fellowship Shekinah. Okay, and who is the shepherd? Emmanuel Uzu Owari. Then who is the responsible area? The same Emmanuel Uzu Owari. Okay, so now if we have set it up, or once you select your sheepfold, it will automatically retrieve the area fellowship and the shepherd and deacon responsible. Okay, all right, so we've updated that. Then auxiliary group, men's ministry. Okay, it's already there. We'll leave it. Then what do? We don't walk away. We need to save the changes. Okay, save changes. Whoops. So, congratulations again. You have updated information regarding your church relationship, the church record. We can do so for education. Okay. What do you have under education? Your occupation or career? Okay. Look, if you select the list, you see so many stuff over there which you can select as a career. Okay. Employer, your position at work, the highest level of education, the field of study, institution attended. Have you seen all that? All under education. This will be fantastic if we have all this detailed information from each church member. Okay, so now I'm going to move fast. I'm not going to capture information here, but just like we did for the church and personal information, once you enter anything there, you come down, down, down. You see save changes. You see that? Then you save change. Okay, so it's the same pattern. Gifts and interests. Okay, so that is an interesting one. This helps us to collate an inventory of gifts on all church members. That would be wonderful. So spiritual gifts, we have the primary gift, secondary gift, third gift, and this is just to see which is your primary, which is secondary and third. Now, what do we get to see? Okay, let me click the arrow for primary gift, for instance. You see the kind of information we see there. Sorry. Okay. Teaching, healing, prophecy, wisdom, knowledge. Oh, sorry. and so on and so forth. Okay, there's more to it. Okay, speaking in tongues, administration, encouragement. Just mention it. Okay, so you can select any of them. Where did I can? I've gone back to. Sorry about that. My hands are moving too fast. Okay, so you can select any of the gifts as primary, secondary, and third gifts. Okay, then the interests. What kind of interests? Okay, let me click some of the arrow. So you see, basketball, caring, cooking, counseling, dancing, debating, evangelism, giving, helping. Okay, so once again, this is the available um, interest that you can select. So, okay, so you can select them in order of primary, secondary, and third. Any additional information, you can capture it for us. Okay, so that does it for gifts and interests. Then family, what about family? Okay, who are your parents, father names, mother's name, and whether they are alive, your spouse, information, then your children. You can capture some details about your children. Who are your children? Okay, so this, you see this button, our child. See, currently, James Armour hasn't got any children captured. So when you click our child, it will do so. Okay, so um, that is for family. Okay. The last bit is the contacts. This is very important. Your contact, your phone number, any other phone number, your email address. Okay. You see my address there just for demonstration purposes. Your location, the address. You see this landmark of residence. This is very useful if we know that. Then your postal address, your residential address, your digital address. So can you imagine if we have all these details for each church member? So we are asking church members to do this for us. Then once you do this, then you do what? You save the changes. Okay. All right. So that is how you can update your information. Now, the last bit of it is I'm going to show you how to upload your picture or photo, and that will be wonderful, isn't it? If everyone is able to upload their photo or picture, we can create a church album, isn't it? All right, so I'm going to show you how we can do that. So how do you, as simple as it says update photo. So you do what? You just you can see update photo, okay? Just soft touch on update photo, okay? Then it brings you to update profile photo. You see that upload profile photo, drag and drop image here or click to browse. Okay, so you just soft touch within the circle, then it takes you to your gallery. You have the camera there, okay, and you have browse there. You can take a picture readily on the spot and it will update. Or otherwise, if you have a picture, a portrait already, you have placed it on your mobile phone, then you can browse to the gallery, okay? Okay, so you can see I'm browsing on my phone, I'm browsing to the gallery, okay? So here we go. Okay, you see this guy, okay? For our purpose, we'll just use this guy. I purposely got this picture from online, okay? I don't know where he is. I'm going to use him, okay? So we'll use him for our purpose. Okay, so what do you get to see? This is what you get to see after touching that photo within the gallery, it comes in here. So this is the the young man, he's smiling. Okay, so right, so what do? You just save the changes. Okay, you save the changes, and here you are. Okay, see, you have uploaded your picture. Wonderful. All right, if we can all do this, that would be very wonderful. So basically, that is it. That is how to update your details on the church management system. And we want to entreat all church members to do that. Those of you who are technology shy, no problem, no problem. the church office can do so on your behalf. Okay, all right. So basically that is the training series on the, I've gone back. Okay, this is the menu. So, and I want to sign out. Okay, you see the sign out. Okay, so I just sign out and we should be done for this module training. I will see you again in another video training series. Bye-bye for now.